the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, the Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, the Cabinet Secretary, Honorable National Assembly members present, Permanent Secretaries, Managing Directors and Director Generals, venerable religious leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Your Excellency, sir, as we inaugurate this state-of-the-art machine, which has never been seen in this country and the sub-region, it is indeed a great honor and pleasure for me to deliver this keynote address on behalf of the board, management, and staff of the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation. The installation of this trailblazer machine is a clear indication of the corporation's resolve to meet the dire needs of the country's thinning population regarding the acquisition of exercise books in our schools and the wider public. This is by every standard a remarkable achievement accredited not only to GPPC, but the country as a whole. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Billion-matic P590 machine, which is about to be inaugurated, has the capacity of producing 18,500 exercise books per hour on 4 ops and 22,000 exercise books per hour on 5 ops maximum. Thus, it goes to confirm that with the fullest support, this machine is capable of meeting the entire nation's demand of exercise books, while at the same time export the surplus to the immediate sub-regional markets. This tremendous achievement is not only expected to turn around the corporation's production capacity and therefore its revenue base, but also to put the Gambia on the map of exporting countries in the area of exercise books. Your Excellency, the President, apart from the printing of exercise books, this wonderful machine also has a facility to sheet papers into reams ranging from A1, A2, A3 to A4 papers. This is also a very significant milestone in the annals of the corporation's history as we shift from being a buyer and importer of papers to a seller and exporter of papers. Your Excellency, the President, honorable ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen present, the corporation is pretty confident that the installation of this machine will boost the revenue base of the corporation and also meet the government stationery requirement in the acquisition of cheaper stationery. However, I must admit that the support from all key stakeholders in this endeavor is highly anticipated. I am humbly elated to inform all here present that this landmark achievement is the brainchild of a collective responsibility, with most gratitude going to you and your cabinet for the support rendered to the corporation. It could be recalled that following a presentation of a cabinet paper by the Honorable Minister of Information and Communication Infrastructure, Mr. Ibrahim Sila, in 2018, on behalf of the corporation, an exclusive cabinet directive was reached, giving the corporation the sole mandate for the printing of all government revenue materials. This cabinet support has been a significant boost for the corporations and has ever since remained a contributing factor to the successes registered by the national printer. Without an iota of doubt, we will ever remain grateful for this support. Your Excellency, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, it is also worth mentioning the relentless commitment of the GBPC Board of Directors, past and present, for their foresight, continuous guidance, and support to the management. Failure to acknowledge the resilience and the unflinching support and commitment of the management and staff of the Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation would render this speech incomplete. I therefore salute you all for your commitment and fortitude, most especially during odd hours. Thank you so very much. Your Excellency, the President and Honorable Ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the inauguration of these machines today is just the beginning of the aspirations of the corporations in a bid to fulfilling its mandate as stipulated in the GPPC Act. This act is geared towards providing support to the education sector in the printing and teaching of learning materials, as well as the general provision of securities in the government revenue mobilization process. These two functions had and will ever remain key in our operations among a host of others. However, we are fully cognizant that these functions cannot be fully and effectively implemented without the full support of key stakeholders, including ministries, parastatals, and agencies. At this juncture, we want to remind all stakeholders that compliance with both the GPPC Act and the executive directives aimed at supporting the corporation and the fulfillment of its objectives in a sustainable way is not only a civic responsibility, but a sine norm. Hence, our appeal for continuous support and collaboration from all and sundry. Your Excellency, sir, finally, I would, on behalf of board, management, and staff of the GPPC, like to extend sincere and heartfelt appreciations to Your Excellency, the President, and senior government officials here present for your time in gracing this historic and auspicious occasion with us by way of inaugurating this state-of-the-art machine. In the same manner, similar thanks and gratitude is extended to all our guests here present, as well as other people, most notably the media fraternity, for the coverage. I thank you all very much for your kind attention.